Hey everyone. I was just about to get started on my project for the Build Crew 2.0, building the courthouse, and I realized I still have an issue with my airbrush. And I think I finally figured it out. Well, I figured out what's causing the problem. I'm not 100% sure how to fix it yet. Let me flip the camera down here to the workbench, and I'll show you what I think it is. And then maybe you guys have some idea on how to fix this. Because right now I'm kind of stumped. All right, I'm not sure how much of this you're going to be able to see because the metal's going to reflect the light from above. This is my airbrush taken apart. It is the airbrush itself is made by Master Airbrush. It came with the compressor. It is a gravity fed. I have it mostly taken apart, so you'll notice that the inside workings they're not there. The needle's been removed. The accessory for the quick connect to the hose has been removed, and this is where I found the problem. So just to give you a heads up of what my problem was, when I have this all hooked up and it's hooked up to the air, it's a dual action airbrush, which means you push the button down, you get air. You pull the handle back and you get air and paint, which is great. My problem is when I let go of the button, it goes back over here and stops the paint, but it's still depressed and air still comes out. And I actually have to use my fingers and pull this up in order to get it to stop flowing air. So I did a little research online, trying to figure out exactly what it was, and someone had mentioned it's this valve here. And this is the valve that connects on the bottom of the airbrush. And this is what your hose connects to. That's where your quick connect screws onto, right? So inside this valve, there's a little pin. So when you push the button, which fell out because the needle's not in there, when you push this button down, it pushes down on a rod that's in here, connected with a spring, and I'll show it to you in a second. And then that pin is what lets the air flow in. So if we take this back off, I'm going to take this apart for you. Now, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it, but inside there you go. See those two little notches? That's actually a screw. So they do make a tool for this that you can put the tool on and spin that out. I don't have the tool. What I do have is a pair of very thin tweezers. So I can actually go and get my tweezers, get them stuck in those two holes very carefully, and then use the tweezers to spin that nut. Come on, get set. There. Of course, I've done this 30 times. I get on camera, no go. And I found that it's a lot easier if you get the tweezers set and then actually spin the valve, not the nut. Because what's going to happen is there's a spring behind that. And if you spin this off and that thing goes flying, forget it. You'll never find it. All right. So I'm going to hold that so it doesn't fly out of my hands. But if you notice right here, coming off the tweezers, there's a little screw. Put that down here. And then inside this housing, here's the spring. And there's the plunger with a very small O-ring on it. I don't know if you can see through there, but that is clear. There's nothing. You can see all the way through the bottom. Right? There's nothing in there. It's not dirty. It's clean. So the issue is not that. When I put this all back together and I push on that plunger, it flows fine. It moves. There's no friction. There's no issue with that. I'm going to set that aside. what I am seeing, even without that unit in this gun, if I take my button and I put that in place, you got to get it down in that hole. Now, you can see the gold piece that's come through the bottom? Okay, that's the other side of the button. And what I'm noticing when I move this button, there's a lot of friction. Like, I have to pull in order for it to move. And at first I thought, oh, there must be some paint or something in there. But it's not paint. Let me get this back in because I just pulled it out. Gosh, you'd think I'd be better at this. All right. If you notice, around that little gold pin, if I can get it to focus. No, it doesn't want to focus for me. Around that little gold pin, there's a washer. See that black washer? That black washer is what's holding this pin from sliding easily. Now, the problem is that washer is in the gun. I don't know if I can take that out. I mean, I would imagine it can be replaced. I'm just afraid of not having I don't have a replacement washer. I don't know why the washer is all of a sudden so big that it's gripping onto the post, that little gold post on the end of the trigger. I mean, the trigger is clean. There's nothing on there. I don't know. What do you guys think? Because at this point, I can use this. It's just a pain in the butt that I have to keep stopping the air. So give me your thoughts in the comments below, and let me know what you guys think, because I'd really like to get back to painting.